and now would be, of course, the time my son decides to get himself a glass of ice water. So excuse the refrigerator making noise in the background. Anyway. It is October, and it is time to change up the perfume tray. So this is not actually an October perfume tray video, and if you're keeping track, you'll notice that I also didn't do a September perfume tray. I did about a year's worth of perfume trays, and I really like that method, that model, and I probably will do it again. But I decided that I'm going to try something new. So I'm going to be talking about some of the fragrances that I plan to wear in the next week or so, because I found that plotting out all of my perfumes for the whole month, I did basically stick to the tray most months because I had enough selection for the season, for all the occasions, for the weather as I anticipated it, etc., that really I was good to go. But I want to build in a little bit of flexibility so that if I decide to change it up or I get something new, which I haven't gotten a lot of new fragrances lately, I've sort of really dialed it back quite a bit with my purchasing for various reasons. I have other things I need to buy. We're getting close to the holidays. That means I'm going to be spending on maybe some decor, maybe some presents, things like that. And also I just want to really appreciate what I have and not lean too much into kind of the gluttonous sort of approach to more. And now my landscapers are here to mow the lawn. Of course, they show up in the hour that I'm doing this. And my microphone is dead. So I went to plug in my microphone and use it, and the battery is dead. First time the battery has died when I needed to use it. So I'm stuck with no microphone and all of this background circus. I hope you can hear me, and I hope that you'll continue to watch the video. My apologies. With all of that intro and disclaimer, let's talk about these fragrances. Let me get two out of the way because for the next, 2 months, probably these will be in every fragrance video where I'm talking about what I will be wearing or what I might be wearing. And that's because, as you know, if you've watched any of my fragrance videos recently, these are staples for the fall, one of them in particular. They go on my tray right before the season, and they will stay on until it gets pretty cold, and then they will go away, not to be seen again until next fall. And that is Safanad and Benevolence. So I did a video on fragrances that most smell like fall and also transition fragrances. This made an appearance in both. This was in the one that's most smells like fall. These are like sisters. This is the spicier, tangier, sharper sister. This is the more refined, lighter, softer sister. But they have otherwise a lot in common. If you like Safanad, but you want a more rounded, softer, like, I think I described it as like Safanad, but like smooth around the edges, like somebody took the sharpness, the spice, the edginess of Safanad, and they just smoothed out the edges. It's blended a little differently so that it's just a little softer. That's this. I love both, and so both basically stay on my tray, and depending on the mood, I try not to wear them every single day because I could this time of year. I like to change it up, but they will stick around, and so let's just Safanad, Benevolence, love both. This is my like all-time fall favorite. I think I'll go from most intense and most like seasonal to my lightest, most versatile. We'll see how that goes. First up is Caban or Caban or Caban or one of those or none of those, because probably none of those are quite right. But it's by YSL, and this is in the line that you can really only get online or in the boutiques. And very, very lovely. I have several in this line, and I love several of them. This is actually my husband's. I bought it for him, but I am taking it and putting it on my tray for this month. This is a very like warm, spicy fall scent. I do not think it is overly masculine. In fact, I kind of bought it for myself. No, I bought it for him. But I had myself in mind a lot. When I first smelled it, I was totally into it. And the lady at the counter told me that it was really like a men's fragrance, or that mostly men were interested in it. And I thought that was interesting because it doesn't smell super masculine to me. It doesn't smell feminine either. I think this is a very unisex fragrance. It's not overly masculine. It's not overly feminine. But I think that to me, it feels perfectly feminine when I wear it. I don't feel like I'm wearing a masculine fragrance. And when my husband wears it, I don't feel like he's wearing a feminine fragrance. I think you can pull it off if you like it. To me, this has like a warm spiciness that's very cozy and fall, but it's not dark. It's not deep. It's not over the top. It's like a soft, warm, spicy, cozy fall kind of fragrance, but very much reminds me of like fall or cooler weather. Now, I suppose a man could wear this, to me, a little easier in the spring, summer months if they wanted to. I think that would be my assessment. In the warmer months, this would smell more masculine to me. But as a fall or winter fragrance, this is very unisex to me, and I hope that makes sense. I enjoy it. I like the smell of it. It is a rich, warm scent without being like dark, deep, too much heavy. You could definitely wear this in the winter, colder months. You could wear it year round, of course, but I don't think I would wear this in warmer weather, though, again, I could see a man pulling this off in warmer weather, and it would seem perfectly appropriate to me. But I would recommend that you check it out, and maybe you'll like it too. Next up is BDK Rouge Smoking Love. Love, 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 love. This is a cherry fragrance that I like, and there aren't a ton of them. And I think it's just a cherry fragrance done to perfection. It is warm, it is fall, it is sexy if you want it to be. You could also wear it in your sweats around the house just to feel cozy and lovely. It's got just the slightest of that like Dr. Peppery thing that I don't love about cherry fragrances right at the beginning. And it's so short-lived and so subtle, all things considered, that it doesn't bother me at all. I'll be getting some good use out of this week, this month, this season. Rouge Smoking. Next up is MFK Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. So this is the intense version of the original. Most people know about this one. This is very much a fall, cold weather fragrance for me. It is definitely a year-round scent. And for many people, it's their signature scent. I don't have a signature scent because I change it up so much, but I tend to wear this in the fall, winter, and now is just the right time of year where it's time to take this out and really enjoy it. It is a lovely kind of masterpiece of a fragrance that is super, super, super popular. And I know some people are sick of it. I'm not. I love the way it smells. I love to smell it on other people. Even though it's popular and even though a lot of people wear it or have worn it, I don't ever smell it when I'm out and about and go, oh, here we go again with that one. I smell it and I go, that smells nice. That smells fantastic. You smell fantastic. And somebody described this once, and I think it was the perfect description. There's some like magic in the sillage of this fragrance. Not only does it last, not only does it leave a trail, and I mean it really, Baccarat Rouge 540 announces its presence before you get in the room. It's got a very distinct personality. That might sound like that means it's really strong and heavy and over the top, but it's not. The magic of this sillage is that no matter how close or how far you are from the fragrance, from the person wearing the fragrance, it smells the same. So like you could be across the room and just, oh, that smells lovely. And you don't know maybe exactly where it's coming from, you just know it smells nice. And then you get really close to that person and you think, well, that same thing that smelled nice across the room is going to smell like strong and pungent and too much close up. Not at all. It's that same subtle but definitely there loveliness, femininity, beauty calls to you no matter where you are in the room, and in a sense, no matter how much you spray. So it's a lovely fragrance to wear if you like to have a scent trail, if you like to have sillage, because even though people will smell it when you are around, I think it'd be very difficult for this to annoy people or to be so much that it would irritate them. Now, I know that some people stop smelling this after a while. Like, they lose the ability somehow to smell it on themselves. That hasn't happened to me, which I'm very grateful for, so I'm going to keep wearing it. Next up is Mont Blanc Signature. This is a lovely scent that somehow the ingredients come together to smell like a fluffy, powdery, sweet marshmallow, but not too gourmand. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite fragrances to wear this time of year. I think I mentioned this in my fall fragrance video. Of course, there's some overlap because those were the fragrances I picked out for the fall, and several of them I've left out so that I can wear. So I'll be wearing this, and I very much enjoy it, and it smells like fall to me. Next is Bear by Victoria's Secret. This is relatively new to my fragrance collection. I really enjoy this. Simultaneously light and powdery and almost like a nude scent. I guess maybe that's the point of the name. And also a little spicy and a little sexy. It was a unexpected treasure that I found. Love it. It's got a warmth to it that makes me think fall, but it's definitely light enough that this could work any time of year. But something about it I like to have for the fall. But I wouldn't wear this like on a very cold night when I'm going out. I would wear this to a casual occasion. I would wear this at home. I would wear this if I don't want something too heavy, even though the weather is cool. Next up is number 13, Nouvelle Vague. I'm sure, again, as always, there's some better way to say that. This is a fig coconut fragrance with amber. The coconut would normally say like spring, summer, but I get more fig, especially off the top. So it's like got a sweet warmth to me that I like, but it's also really light. So in the fall, as the weather starts to get colder, I do start to bring out heavier fragrances. It has not been that cold here where I live. The weather still feels a little like summer to me, a lot like summer to me. And especially lately with all the rain and whatnot, we've had like some hot, swampy days. So although like my decor and my mood and my taste buds say I want fall and pumpkin and everything of the sort, the weather is saying not so fast on the fragrances. For the next little while, I suppose, until the weather catches up with my mood or the season, I need to have a few things that still feel a little light, a little fresher, a little not too heavy. I probably won't wear this deep into the winter months, but for now it's perfect on those days where it's like, is it summer, is it fall? The weather's not sure. So this is one of those. And in that same category of a little bit of sweet and a little bit of what I like to move into for the fall, but not too heavy, something that's like light and great for any occasion and any day, even if the weather isn't cooperating with the season, is this one. And this is English Pear and Sweet Pea by Jo Malone. This is a very light fragrance. It doesn't last forever. That's Jo Malone. I don't have a lot of Jo Malone fragrances because I mean, they're not cheap, and they can be beautiful, but not last. And then it's like, okay, well, unless that's what I really want, like I want to wear it in the morning and I know I won't want to wear it in the afternoon, or I want to wear it right out of the shower, but I want to put something else on when I get dressed. Or I'm wearing it to the gym. I don't usually wear perfume to the gym, but some people do. There's a lot of occasions where it doesn't matter that the fragrance doesn't last that long. and you enjoy the smell very much, you want to wear it and you'll like it while it lasts, but it's not going to bother you that it won't last very long. One occasion for me is if I wear a fragrance to bed. I don't want to smell a fragrance really strong all night long. If I love the smell of it and it just makes me feel relaxed, calm, or just it's fun, and I just want to smell it before I go to bed, a fragrance that doesn't last a long time is perfect for that. Now you might say, who wears a fragrance so that they can sleep in it and not smell it for very long? Well, the same reason you'd wear a fragrance any other time. Because you like it, because you love it, because you enjoy it. If it's in your budget, it makes just as much sense to take a bath before bed that is calming and relaxing, or to light a candle, or to do any of the things that you might do to like romanticize your evening routine, or to trigger that it's time to wind down, or just to enjoy the things that you have to do every day. So why not make them pleasant? Why not make them beautiful? Why not make them a little more elevated, a little more enjoyable? I am all about like, look, my life is busy. I have a million things to do in a day and a million things going on. And I know many of you do too. I don't always have the time for an elaborate special occasion. There are some things that I do all the time because I have to do them every day, like getting dressed or getting ready for the day, going to bed, taking my shower, walking around my house, enjoying my home, making meals for my family, having meals with my family. You have to do those things every day. And there are an infinite number of ways to make those everyday things really special and pleasant and fun and feel like a special occasion. And fragrance is one of those ways. I'm not saying go buy a fragrance that has terrible longevity so that you can sleep in it. That would be fine to do. But if you've got a fragrance and it's not lasting as long as you want it to, try wearing it to bed, because it doesn't matter if it doesn't last long. Try spraying it in a scarf or on your sweatshirt or something and then go on a walk. Enjoy the fragrance while it lasts, and then you have an excuse to change it up later. All right. That's enough with that. Jo Malone English Pear and Sweet Pea. It's a little sweet. It's very pleasant. It's super calming. It's lots of fun. And bonus, my daughter's nickname is Sweet Pea, so she loves that I have this one. Next one is Si Passione, I think is how you say that. Giorgio Armani. This is one I actually forget about sometimes, and so I put it out so that I would remember to wear it because it's really pretty. This is like my fruity floral of the group. It's the last one I'm talking about because it's really not a fall fragrance, or it's an anytime fragrance, honestly. I want to have it out now because, as I've been saying, it's fall, but that doesn't mean that I want to smell like cinnamon and vanilla every day. So sometimes I want something that's different. Sometimes I want something that's lighter. Sometimes I want something that's not going to last forever. So sometimes I want something that's going to last and last and last and be sexy and sillage and strong and fall and everything. Okay. This is like a fruity floral. It's got a lovely pear note in the beginning. It's got some other fruity notes. It's got tons of florals. It's got some vanilla. So there is like a warmth. It's very feminine. It's pretty. Now, though it has a lot of notes, I think, going on, there's several things happening in here. I don't think it's the most complicated or like dynamic fragrance. I think it's a little simpler, in all honesty, when you wear it than the notes would suggest. So there's a lot going on, but it kind of blends together into kind of, I won't say one note, I won't say flat, but flatter, less complex. It is pretty. I like it. I want to remember to wear it because I do like it. I don't want everything, where I don't want my fragrance especially to smell like fall, but I also want it to be appropriate for the season. This could be good. That's it for my October fragrance tray part 1. Or the ones that I plan on wearing in the very near future. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing, leave a comment, leave a like. Don't forget that the giveaway is still going. That is every 100 subscribers I get on the way to 1,000, I'm giving away a bottle of fragrance. And so please leave a comment and I'll be sure to enter you in the giveaway. That's all that is required. Subscribe and comment. And I'd love for you to be the next winner. So thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time, stay blessed. See you soon.
Hello. What's up?
Thanks, Gabe. Bye, Gabe.